I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back, back. I'll bring it back. Yo, I'll bring it back, back. I'll bring it back, back.
Saying I shouldn't say anything right now. Okay, I'll mute myself. Let me know when I'm mute. Let me know when I'm alive. Hi everyone, it's me Viper. Get ready for a great Nightfiree stream real soon. Bye.
Ladies and gents, welcome to the Onward VR Master League Summer Group Stage, Day 2. My name is Nightfiree with 2 E's. I am joined here with my co-caster, the one, the only, the lonely Viper. How are you, friend?
I'm doing fabulous, Nightfire. Absolutely fabulous. Great to be on the casting desk today.
Very regal of you.
Man, only the best for our viewers today.
Today we have a pretty hyped match. This is probably the one match I'm looking forward to the most today. Globochem versus boss fight.
No.
Or sorry, Globochem.
But thanks for rubbing it in.
Globochem versus beginners. Sorry, you both start with B's, dude. It's the same thing.
I know. It's all the good European teams have a B and a B in their bonnet, if I do say so myself.
To be fair, I feel like these matches are probably the more competitive ones. I feel, unfortunately, the reality with Danglers is they are struggling to fill a squad right now.
Yeah. It's so disappointing. Their plays today were amazing. That cap on Bizarre.
I know.
Where there was 2 guys, like just one dude, one attacker sandwiched between 2 defenders on both levels. Like these are good players, like Peasley, top-notch player. And he snuck it out underneath right from underneath them. It was, oh my God. We were watching it in big screen, 4 of us. We were in stitches laughing. We were on the floor rolling around. I had my fist in my mouth. It was hilarious. But brilliant. I gotta say, absolutely. I clipped it no less, and I hopefully we can include that in the post game recap today.
Oh heck yeah. Yeah, our match is over on our end. Went pretty well. Plus, I mean, as you'd expect, Globochem 4-0, 5-0'd Legionnaires. They just played so tight, and you know, it was interesting. They didn't play like normal Globochem, dude. They didn't. Yeah. They were reserved. They were slow. Like Jizzy's not flanking. Like it's interesting.
Yeah. But they were effective in what they did. Like they played super well.
That's what I'm saying. It's a different style, but they were really good at it. It was really, yeah, they were really good at it. They were really tight.
One thing I really found I was in awe of, right, was I don't know if it's like just pure synergy or if they've actually put a shitload of practice in, but their coordination in terms of like I saw at one point on Downfall there was like guys suppressing while other guys moved up. There was coordinated smoke, and then there were times when you could see either Thunder, it was Toast, or it was Jizzy, and they'd send someone like a defender. They'd send a defender flanking once they've made a pick or something, and they've got a really good sense of what's going on the map. They capitalize on it at the right times to really bring home the win.
Dude, I think they also are kind of ushering in a new meta in that you have to, if you want to play effectively, you got to have plays on a clock. You have to be at positions on a clock. It looked to me like they were all moving up, but no one was communicating, man. No one's saying, I'm here, let's be here, I'm here. They're looking at their maps, looking at their watches. I think they were supposed to be in certain spots at certain times. And then that's how they organize their plays. I think it's pretty smart. You know, 3:30 we need to have you all here. 3:20 we'll be all here. 2:50 we're here.
Yeah.
It might be it.
And I will say there were times when I was watching. If you watched the mini map, there were times when you could see them encircling, and they would all close in together like a noose tightening around a neck. And I was like, "Wow, that is just so amazing."
There wasn't one guy pushing out in front of another. You know, it was just like you said. It was very much like in unison. They strangle them out.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun to see how beginners fare up against that because I mean they're playing really well.
Great. Oh, I'm super excited. Like, you know, like for me, it's eagerly anticipated 2 top teams going head to head from, you know, the 2 big regions. It's exciting. I think, to be honest, like the US pool of teams is just a bigger variety of players, more teams, more like, again, there's no matter where you put it, right? And I'm a European player. I want to tell you right now.
Yeah.
More skill in the US league. I'm telling you, there's just more skill because it's a bigger pool to play from. Like even in the evenings when you're playing, like, you know, there's just always more US players on. The servers get busier and stuff. You know, there's great European players, but I think there's just in terms of sheer volume, there's just more US dudes out there. So I think that when you get the top caliber US, it's something special. So I'm really excited to see what the top EU guys are going to do to the top US guys.
Yeah, we don't get this matchup very often. You know, it's something that happens only with these tournaments, really. in the high stakes games. And they always do shake up to be pretty fun. Should be hopping into our match pretty soon here. One thing I'd also like to kind of point out is that there is a bit of a time difference in terms of how long they've had to rest. You know, beginners have only had 15 minutes to really pop off the headsets and relax, whereas, I mean, honestly, the Globochem was even watching the beginners match, so he could even be taking some notes down, you know?
You make a good point, an interesting point. Although, I mean, yeah, that's true. Beginners could have taken off the headsets, chilled on the sofa, and waited for beginners. I mean, so you don't know. Like, I don't think really downtime is going to be a huge issue for either.
No, they do get they both got their break. They did.
Yeah.
But
they're locked, loaded, and ready to rock.
I'm sure everyone's pretty amped up. I'm pretty jazzed up.
I'm just thinking about it.
I know. This is gonna be exciting. What do you think the first map's gonna be? Who's home? That'll determine who the first map's is.
Oh, off the top of my head, I don't know.
But
it was not unambiguously clear to me.
I know it wasn't.
How that all
it wasn't for
working.
me either. It might be
But then,
Globochem. I don't know if the team that's first in the list is the one that's home.
Yeah, could be.
But I think they picked Bazaar, and they just got to watch beginners on Bazaar. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the first map. If it's up to Globo.
Yeah.
That'll be the tactical
I'm getting
choice.
set up here because I want to make sure that I've got everything locked, loaded, and ready.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in order. We will put on some music and take a brief pause while we try and get our game set up here, but we should be hopping in any minute, and don't go anywhere. Globochem versus
All right,
boss
let's
fight.
get pumped. Not boss fight, beginners.
Beginners, whatever. What? I can't do it.
Come on, all right, cool. Let's get cracking.
Yeah. We are in the lobby, ladies and gents, and it looks like our first map is going to be Quarantine. Anything you're looking forward on this? Anything you're looking forward to on this map? I'm expecting a lot of nades.
You know what? I want to see how the aggressive flanking plays of Globochem on defense fit into the cautious, methodical nature of beginners' plays. And I also want to see how Globochem's, again, methodical offenses fit into beginners' very cautious and ambush-style defense in some situations. Really excited for that.
Yeah, it is quite a pair up, if you will. They're really it should match well. It'll be fun to watch here. The hype levels are maximized right now.
Let me get into the game myself. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying how smooth everything running. Like, you know, everything is running. Like, things are just progressing quite nicely.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. The streams have been going nice. We seem to be running everything pretty good. Everyone's enjoying their time. We got a bunch of. If you're interested, we have a bunch of lobbies going in. Big screen beta where you can go in, or not beta, just big screen, where you can go in and chill in a lobby with a bunch of other people and watch the game on a big screen in VR. Kind of a cool way to incorporate watching VR. That's what
It also distorts our numbers since, you know, we don't know exactly how many people are watching, but we have a rough idea. We reckon it's in the 100 region, maybe in the million. I don't know.
The millions. We're in the thousands. We're filling arenas, dude. We're filling arenas. We're in the thousands of millions.
We're breaking records.
This is definitely probably one of the more. I mean, this is just the group stage. You know, I'm excited to see what ESL puts up for the finals because that'll be really exciting to watch.
Yeah, I mean yeah, absolutely. Plus with their production value, not that we're not awesome, but their production value is gonna be pretty lit.
Yeah, and it should be live. So I want to see what they do with that live footage, if they're gonna integrate that into the. I would love to see that. You know, if you go to a first-person view, you see that guy in the pod also. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
La 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 la. Sorry. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just getting set up myself.
Absolutely. First objective. Make sure I have mouse sensitive there. Pause the music here so we don't have that going when the game starts. First objective is going to be the. Oh, let me radio into the guys that were. Ready on you. Fire it up. Or
good luck, have fun, guys.
start it or else.
Good luck, guys. Have fun. Yeah, good luck, have fun, guys. Bye, guys.
Good lucks, have fun's going out. And we're into it.
Alrighty.
Let's see what kind of spawn we get right off the bat here. This is going to be a north one. Play this two kind of ways. You can play this a little bit fast with some smokes up the middle, or you can kind of play cautiously, wrap around the west side, and take your time, peeking angles, get that rooftop advantage.
Yeah, one thing's for sure is I wouldn't want to be blowing smoke up the middle on this one.
Beginners
Beginners know exactly what they're doing. They're going for a 2-1-2 split on
see in
defense.
this defense-
Nobody sits.
You see the defensive smoke? Look at that.
I did. Very clever. Very clever. And seems to have protected the defenders as they pushed across onto the south side.
A bunch of defensive smokes. They used them to cross over here by Kensai as well.
Absolutely brilliant. That is some high-level play right there.
Yeah, new. Something new I've never seen before as a really smart defensive maneuver. That's how you get picked right there. Are those right where they smoke.
Indeed.
It'll be interesting to see the entirety of Globochem is going to try and take this west approach.
I'm just having a bit of technical difficulties at the moment. I can't update the text on my thing, so bear with me. I'll have to exit the main menu.
Can't update the text on what?
Yeah, I just can't update the text on the Globochem name, so I'm gonna have to rejoin.
Well, I'm the one streaming.
That's sure it's working for you. It's just not for me. Well, if that was network, though, we wouldn't have this problem. Hashtag celebrate.
Like, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't.
It's cool. I'm already back in.
Okay. Yeah, the whole squad's still going to be making this. Like I said, they're not pushing fast. They're taking their time. Although Toast is aggressively pushing up this middle area. A very nice, advantageous spot to be. You can kind of peek Burning Building as well as rotate around and watch the far west side.
Yeah.
Also take a look at Pants. This is actually pretty textbook Pants. He likes to move up to that. He loves that cockpit position. He will push right on top of Kensai. He will not be afraid to smoke that and charge right on top of him.
I think I speak for the entire community. When we see textbook Pants, we start to get happy.
Yeah. Usually aggressive plays, which I haven't seen a lot of today. So, kind of see him in his position here, but he's reserved. They're waiting to have maybe these other two guys up north rotate around east. Not sure what they're doing. Looks like they're maybe even looking for picks with an Overwatch spot.
Yeah. Toast looking for that angle on the burning building side of things. Will he find it?
Oh, look at that push. Thunder's kind of watching has his Overwatch. If Toast can get up to that wall, he's in a nice little spot there where he can kind of be in a defensive position as well.
Smoke's out already. They're covering that crossing where Kensai would currently be blocking over in the rubble there at the burning building.
Yeah, interesting. It's interesting they're not going around the far west side. Instead, they're kind of going up the middle west. Jizzy making his moves there with some shots.
And on camera 0, oh, Kensai just catches one of the guys on the cross.
Vance went for his aggressive maneuver, and Kensai tagged him. They still have these two guys west. They're in a very good spot to push and kind of overwhelm Smoils in that corner there. Ooh, Kensai saw him cross. He knows they're over there. Smoils should be alerted to that.
He's about courtyard now, he's behind it. He's literally behind it.
Kensai creating out positions of the two crossers there. Is Smoils going to spring an ambush? Possibly, yes. He's got Thunder. He's rushing Thunder. He takes Thunder down. Toast, though, nearby, also looking for that kill.
Yeah, Toast should be pushing here. He heard the footsteps. He knows Smoils is inside that corner. You can see him almost looking over there. Nice.
And if we look, Rapneck is looking across at Kensai again.
A little defensive grenade there.
Is
that a flanking maneuver they have going on up there? It is. They have someone over far east looking for some shots.
Oh, and Smoils gets another one.
Kensai nading Wrath. People dropping like flies left and right. Smoils. Globochem is getting picked off. It's all up to Otto getting his res off. Otto and Wrath now.
Raph gets res by Otto. Shots coming out. Otto standing fire with someone on the rear side. And oh, Rapneck rushes in. He's right on top of Kensai now, the burning building.
Kensai with some nice
tagged
shots. Otto's gonna be moving up here, smoking out the cockpit, pushing up towards burning building. He's gonna have a lot to cross though.
Yeah, the pressure is on for poor Otto. Is he going for the plane nose again?
Yeah.
No, he gets tagged from the
Shot in the back.
courtyard. No, oh sorry, he gets tagged from the. He gets tagged
the
on
east
the other side
side
of the map there. Very
Yeah,
nice
they had
shot.
someone over on the east.
Yeah, impressive stuff. Good spread so far. Yeah, what do you think of the offense coming out there from Globochem?
I don't know, pretty weak. It got picked up pretty hard. They had no one pushing over on the east side. They had someone. If they had maybe rotated those two east, instead of pushing up the middle, it would have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
But they got pinched on. I think they were too slow, which is uncharacteristic for this team. Usually they're kind of a bit of a action-paced, movement-based team. You know, wonder if they'll kind of maybe they'll start shifting towards that sort of play style if it doesn't work out another round against them.
I think they're gonna Globochem have one thing going for them, like in the sense that they're really good at adapting. They figure out what makes a team tick and they adjust their playstyle accordingly, and it's so fluid in how they do it. It's really subtle, but it becomes very apparent in the later rounds of a game when Globo start to really shine. Like I've seen that team come back from like 3-0.
Yeah.
So let's not make any judgments just yet.
If anything, they're feeling it out, but that was I wouldn't say that was a very characteristic Globochem push, no.
No. But it was definitely characteristic of a beginner's defense.
Yeah.
It was strong, it was aggressive. Smalls popped out when he was meant to. It was just hands down awesome.
Yeah. Moyle's definitely rounding those corners. The aggressive corner rounding has definitely paid off for Volk a lot. I've seen that happen a lot with boss fights rounds as well. And
Yeah.
just pushing kind of gives you a bit of an
Here come those defensive smokes from beginners again. Very clever. Again, they're initially smoking that road. They get across. But also, you know what they're also doing? You know what else they're doing, Nighty? They're making sure that the defenders don't really know where the attackers are going. Like, did they actually cross the road, or are they going to push up the middle? We don't know. All we see is smoke.
Yeah, Pants has a pretty good angle on this east road, though. He's looking right through the ambulance windows. There's no way anyone's getting past that. Can you shoot through those windows?
I don't think so. I think he'd struggle to anyway.
Well, he'll have this sight. He'll know if anybody's crossing.
Yeah. If we pull up the map now, just take a look at the defensive spread of Globochem. It's really interesting, okay? As soon as Globo saw the smokes, they got a sense there was going to be north push. They have a really, like, their defense immediately just sort of, like, I suppose, rebalances towards favoring a northern attack. So Globochem are already, again, it's that adaptive playstyle. They have a sense of where beginners are going to come from. They're in position now. They're ready to take them down as they start pushing through the north.
I would say it's a pretty meta defense. Wouldn't you, though? You sent 2 north, 1 on roof, 1 over on that far side.
I've watched Globochem play so many times, right? And you'd say it's a meta defense. It is for some teams, but Globo would take a totally different defensive layout if the attackers were coming through the south. Like, they wouldn't spread so far north. Like, and that's the hallmark of a good team. They don't overextend themselves depending on the situation.
Yeah, they haven't seen anything south yet either. Jizzy still hasn't seen anybody cross over there, so they're all kind of on edge, I suppose. They don't really know where this team's at yet. Beginner's taking it slow.
And they do what they do best. They're slow, they're careful, they're methodical, they're detailed. But I've seen Globochem. What Globochem bring to the table is a bit different. Globochem are methodical too, but they're a bit more aggressive in their play compared to beginners, and I like that. It's more entertaining naturally.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Curious to see what. Ooh.
Oh, interesting. Suppressive fire coming out.
Yeah, shots on the
making a
roof.
whole lot of noise. And it looks like Rapneck's been spotted anyway. Ooh, Frag's coming out, not finding the target, but you can see they know what they're doing.
Yeah, Kensai gonna push up your woods, gonna meet this. Oh, getting shot from the back actually. And Kensai should know they're here. Thunder's flanking.
Oh, Thunder gets the flank, gets that aggressive flank defense, and
Ooh,
shot taken down from the rear.
Shot in the back himself. Gonna be up to Kensai and Killingsley here to take off this roof defense. Raph's still up there.
Yeah. Wowzers, that was exciting. Again, two teams that just such different and effective play styles going head to head. Smoke coming up from Kensai onto the roof now.
Got some flashes. I don't think
Flashbang
that hit
goes out.
Raph.
It's probably not effective.
Kensai's gonna take
it?
the shots here pretty soon.
Oh, it was effective.
Just a zap.
So that flashbang breach onto the roof was super effective. It put Rapneck blind for a minute.
Going off the roof.
Yeah, Killingsley's have one far over east there as well. But yeah, Pants is still watching that east side. He has not deviated. They've kind of taken over the north. Beginners could definitely push up from this north side. 4 to 3-man advantage here.
Yeah, and they're playing this offense very methodically, and it's really effective.
Kensai
Auto calling out east side center glass there.
Kensai saying let them come to us. They're on a minute 53. They definitely need to start moving.
Yeah, this is again, it's that window where beginners start to really shine.
I wonder what their plan is for action, because it takes a little bit to get from that north side. They're gonna have to smoke and push down, and they don't have a lot of time. They don't have time to wrap around west side like they're doing right now.
Yeah, if I was to venture a guess, I'd say they're probably gonna come at it from, you know, the burning plane nose angle. You know, the sort of I could be wrong though. Maybe they are going to.
Yeah, I don't know why.
With a minute left,
I know they don't have time for it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Are they looking at their watches?
I don't know. Maybe they're nervous of a potential guy over in that building.
Yeah, Smoyle's creeping up there at the middle street. It's getting to a dumpster. Proning. Again, the clock, 1 minute left.
Ooh, Otto trying to nade him.
Doesn't find the target. Oh, Smalls gets tagged.
Body shifting around there as he tried to go prone behind that objective. 45 seconds left. Here they come. Beginners converging in on that cockpit.
This is a hit, folks.
A trade.
Oh, a trade.
Kensai if Kensai
Otto's
comes up
under
the
pressure.
nose, he can take out Otto from the back, and they have a chance on winning this one here.
30 seconds left on the clock. A res coming out for Peasley.
Pants
And they're
still
coming down,
up.
They're pincering. Otto goes down.
Pants is very far away. Pushing towards objective. Kensai and Pants, the last one. Kensai's trying to cap. 15 seconds. Kensai can't see Pants. He's right to his right. He's got the pad out.
Oh.
Jeez. Pants saving the day. 12 seconds left.
Wow. Kensai was a bit indecisive there. He was going to cap. He wasn't going to cap. Oh, wow. That was intense.
You know that
Such an amazing round.
if they're right there, if we have full FOV, he might have seen him because that's actually an FOV thing. He's 110 degrees, right? So he was looking towards burning building. He didn't even see Jizzy on his right. He was peeking up over the ledge and he couldn't see him on his right side.
Unbelievable. So expert. So expertly played though. That offense came so close.
Yeah, you know, I thought they were like not paying attention to the time, but I guess they were just, I mean, playing it down to the line, right? Moving in on a minute.
Oh wow, look at this one. We've got a south spawn for a south objective on gas station. This means Globo are gonna be right up on top of beginners before they're even ready.
Yeah, you can definitely do some magic with this. It depends. If beginners are savvy, they'll kind of be a little bit prepared for this. They'll keep an eye on it. Oh, look at how exposed Peasley and Kensai are, though.
Oh wow. Toast. Like again, the way Globochem moving. Oh.
Okay, so they should know it's a southeast spawn now. Being at ambulance. Yeah. I heard Peasley just calling out south. We need more bodies here. They're coming fast. So they have two in the this building here now, and they can easily defend. But nice nade.
Oh, what a fright from Dr. Killinger. Meanwhile, on the objective.
Here comes the push. The whole SmartStock squad. It's a fast objective. Kensai's pushing inside. One down. Toast down. Pants down. Toast tags one.
God.
Thunder coming in. Kensai and Peasley. Rap is still in the smoke. Kensai doesn't know he's here. Rap is pushing on smoke.
Oh, he gets taken down though from Smoils. Whoa. I mean, this is the most explosive game I've seen all day.
Yeah.
All weekend.
This is what I was looking forward to. Some high octane plays. Reminiscent of an SMC push almost right there. Those guys really coming in hot with smokes.
But you know what? They had that spawn. The thing about that particular spawn on the south side is, if you don't capitalize on that positioning quickly and effectively, you're then stuck with a situation where you have to cross both of those main roads, and you're so exposed when you try to do that. And it totally telegraphs your moves as well to the defending team.
You know, if they had stacked 5 hard south instead of alerting them at the ambulance, that would have been a completely different story, because they weren't really watching that hard south push. And only once they found one at the ambulance, because then you can make deductions, right? There's only so many spawns. They have to have spawned southeast to get there that fast. They couldn't be crater spawn.
100%.
So good movement from beginners on their defense there as well. They did rotate.
Gotta say, just brilliant match. Like these are entertaining. This is what you came here to see. Where it gets to a point where two teams are so damn good that the action when it happens is just explosive. There's so much going on. It's hard to even keep track of it.
Fully agree, dude. that last bit of action, I was bouncing back and forth with the camera, trying to catch all the shots coming out in the nades.
Yeah, hopefully between the two of us we got it all. I'm clipping as I go, so hopefully I'll put a compilation together at the end of this, and I'll get all the action shots in. It's gonna be epic.
Excellent.
We're just gonna need good music.
I've been playing some funky jams, so I don't know if you want those, but
Well, hot diggity, let's go. So just checking it out, looks like it's a north plane wing or street crossing objective with Globochem on defense.
I kind of feel like this is the spawn you want for this objective, because moving in that north side onto this, if you can get the roof, you're in good shape on this objective, Cap.
100%. This objective is one of the harder ones to defend because you have that such wide open spaces around it. It's really hard to find the cover you need that gives you the 360 degree of protection. So yeah, it's totally a thing if the attackers can grab a hold of that rooftop, they're literally a little stone's throw away from the objective. They can just smoke it out and cap it.
It's kind of tricky to defend too with those walls there. Positions you can get on capping. You can kind of almost you can even nestle yourself into that corner, can't you? And cap by that wall in the in those.
There's even a little trench. Like you could lie. Like if you lie right at the base of the wing, like there's an elevation of dirt that will give you sufficient cover that you could probably cap and not be seen. Like it can. There's so many ways it can happen.
Oh wow, yeah, tucked in. Well, yeah, there's lots of tactical spots you can grab the objective from there.
But I mean, look at the defense. 2 guys on the roof, right? They're hugging the those air conditioning units to make sure they're get the maximum amount of coverage. But at the same time, they're listening intently. And the one thing beginners do that's really, really effective is they do noise suppression. So they'll be either noise with an LMG from Peasley, or they'll use smoke grenades, and they want to just completely block out what you can hear. So they can move around you with impunity then and surprise you.
Now, I think this is a pretty savvy defense out of Globochem, because this is basically them saying we know the roof is key. We're going to stack 3 on this north side and make sure we have a good, solid defense up.
Yeah.
See what beginners.
It's going to be magic.
See what beginners' movements are looking like. Very slow. Making sure they're not going to get picked off. Crouching, covering their angles as they move. A very tactical move. They have a nice defense.
Oh, here comes it. There's that noise suppression. You hear shots coming from that direction, but you're going, whoa, what is this? What's going on? Where are they really? Everyone's looking that way. They took the bait. They started returning fire. You're not going to hit anything. Why do you do it?
Yeah, now Killings are in woods, knowing that there's one on the roof, moving up into this little defilade.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? Did they just flash themselves?
Maybe a.
I.
Yeah, it might not have been a good flash there.
No. Ken's going in for another one.
That's a nade,
Again,
I think.
It's that coordinated suppression. The nade goes up. Effective. Takes out Roughneck.
Now they have to move, and they're crashing up onto that rooftop. If they can get up there while Otto's trying to res, it could be devastating for this defense. But it's interesting. Jizzy, Pants over there on the ambulance, he is watching for them to come up and try and capture that roof.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to take care of the ambulance.
Roughneck counter frags, but no effect.
It almost hit Woods.
Yeah, it came very close. And it looks like and he does actually go down there. And
I think you can shoot.
but me.
I think you can shoot through those windows, because I think that's exactly what Pants did there, and he tagged whoever was sitting out in the open there by the rooftop.
Yeah, he got him good. And then while that was happening, another one of the defenders from Globochem, I think it was possibly Jizzy Pants, not sure whom, but he tried to flank around by the tank on the north garden and got taken out by Peasley. So again, it's that very careful offensive approach from beginners paying off.
Yep, they had their 3 in the middle, 2 on the outside, watching their flanks. It's stuff like this that I love to see. It's tactical plays in a VR game at like a high level. It's awesome. It's excellent. Oh, it's so engaging to watch.
Well, you know what's going to be really awesome? Seeing how beginners take the rooftop, because I guarantee they're going to do something.
They're going to
and it's going to be
maybe a flash from Peasley. That would be a nice. I've seen a lot of flashes this tournament. A lot of teams using flashes to their advantage.
I mean, ever since it got buffed, it's super effective now. The range on it is good. The timer's just right. You don't have to cook it too much. I love it. Looks like, they're looping around by the tank.
Yeah, Killings are in Kensai doing the right thing there and getting behind this hill before they come up onto that.
The trench could be occupied though.
Oh, this
There you go.
Yeah.
Kensai popping up. Spotted one of them.
The flash.
Flash going up.
I don't think that was.
Killinger gets tagged. Frag still effective though. Killinger gets a frag out. Managed to actually nab 2 of them with the frag.
How did that hit them? That looked so far away.
Oh, wow. It looked good on my screen. It looked like better. Oh.
Wow, Otto's still calling it out. And Jizzy snagging a key pick there. If Jizzy doesn't get that, Peasley and team are pushing the roof, and they're in a good shape.
Yeah, is wait a minute. Hold on. Is Otto the last one left on the defenders, or is there two?
No, there's two.
it's two.
They have two over near objective. Smoils is going to need to start moving here and causing some ruckus. I think he's trying to get Pants over at the ambulance.
I think he's gonna res Killinger, but yeah, he can get Killinger now. It won't cost him.
Yep. Now they need to move. 30 seconds. Oh, they are low on time.
Whoa, 30 seconds on the clock. Otto's calling out their position. Killinger does double tack. Oh, Pisa gets taken out.
The North getting shut
15
down.
seconds left on the clock.
I don't think they have it here.
No, I don't think so. They're timing out. Oh, Pisa, Killinger falls off the roof and dies midair. Unlucky for beginners.
And here we are, 2-2. A little trade at the end.
Yeah, Small's rocking in, but it's just a little bit too late. The coordination, you know what? That's its own characteristic of beginners. Their coordination was a little bit off there, but I think that's just a byproduct of the defense that Globochem has. They throw teams off.
Excellent round so far. Very tight there, down to the last second. Little too slow. I think maybe the res wasn't really an option. You know, I just don't think it was in there. He had to push. He had to push and get a pick there. Nice attempt.
Yeah, really, really like, just so good. Nailing this. 2 for 2. It's just gonna. I wonder if it's just gonna be like this the whole way. It's just gonna be constantly a 2 for 2. You know, or like one round for one round. Both teams just holding a good defense.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably one of the easier ones to defend as a Volk. You have a lot of options that you can watch some long angles. There's not a ton of capping, like secret capping spots like you're talking about on that last objective. You have a hill, you know, and you can get seen going up here pretty relatively easily. You have the correct positioning.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, me personally, I prefer attacking this one because it's just the way it is against that lack of cover forces the defenders to really spread out, and you can see that if you pull up the map, beginners have to kind of put themselves really kind of a bit more out there to actually. Oh, that's now.
Woods might get some shots here. He just peeks this. If he pops up over this ledge, he has two right in his sights. That's one.
Oh, good call. He does manage to take one.
Another at the APC. I don't know if he knows he's there. I think he managed to sneak by.
2 members of Globochem down at the moment. Otto looking for the shot on Woods. Smoils, though, could ambush him.
God, they got punished trying to cross the street there. Was
I mean, that is just the name of the game, though. I mean, the crossing those streets, it's lethal.
Yep.
You can really go wrong for you if you're not careful, or if a team just kind of sprays and gets lucky.
And yeah, you can choose to play those so many different ways. Do you want to waste or utilize what could be up to 3 smokes to get across there? For maybe not getting shot. It's a risk-reward thing for sure. You want to save those for objective more than anything. You don't want to use them trying to cross the street, but you lose 2, and maybe you wish you had used your 2 smokes that are dead on your belt. Which I suppose won't be an issue once the patch rolls in.
I'm looking forward to that. Like, being able to pick up someone else's gear, like the defenders are rocking, you know, those utility kind of items, and you can pick those up as attacker. That's massive. Same as I think a big thing is going to be, like, I mean, as a high tier player, you're listening out for the kind of shots that are ringing out. You know if they're friendly or enemy. But now with the ability to actually take your opponent's weapon, you know, you could totally throw things in a complete disorder.
If you take a look at Peasley's cam, this is a real interesting angle he's holding. A really nice little hole you can see through the 18-wheeler. And he basically has eyes on that corner.
Holy shit, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. It looks like another member of Globochem went down. I don't think... I'd be really surprised if Globo make a good push on this one.
Yeah. Beginner's in a very nice... Look at the defensive spread there, you know. It's going to be hard to push.
Yeah. It's tight. It's tight and effective.
Go.
Like, it looks like they've almost collapsed back a little bit. Smalls is sort of a forward listening post, and then he'll just relay when anybody tries to move around that rooftop.
Yep. If they can somehow take roof, they have a shot. Because then they have the high ground. They can shoot down on woods and easily inside the objective area. But it's gonna be tough. See what they do. They got 230 here. Taking their time.
Yeah. And I flew over Smoils there. I heard him call out to his teammates. Again, one of those critical things you got to do at high levels of play. He says, 2 left, 3 dead. So now, you know, the team knows exactly what the state of play is.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of like just some fundamental communication points that you don't. I'd love to see get transferred over into like regular play. Now, I'd love to hear people radioing in confirmed 1, or you know, we have 5 left, or you know, like if I don't, we need to get together as a community and decide upon this stuff.
We need a formal
document.
Formal agreement. A treaty. So it looks like Pants is moving up super slowly towards that tank. And he sees woods. But doesn't get the kill.
Oh, that head just peeping up over the wall.
Yeah. Doesn't quite land the shot. It's interesting to see like Jizzy not playing his usual aggressive, fast-moving playstyle. He's literally just bouncing up and down. He's watching for. He's looking for a mistake.
I think it may be the pressure. Who tries to take 1 out inside the 18.
Smalls grabs the guy going to the roof, and Pants takes out Woods. Peasley takes out.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa! Jeez, he gets both of them. But can't like. Oh, he gets taken out by Smalls. Wow, that was some cool play. Cool plays coming out. If Global could have held it together, getting closer, I think it could have been different. They had more people on the attack.
If they didn't have those early losses, those early picks,
could have been night and day difference right there.
That was a nice. I mean, that's what I kind of almost expect to see out of Pants. He's an excellent shot, and he is a very good fast shot. That guy will snap. He will pick that gun, snap that weapon up, and hit you right in the head in a heartbeat.
Yeah, Twitch reactions out the door.
Yeah.
All right, looks like another burning building objective.
I don't know how I feel about defending this one.
You know what? I think it's one of the most interesting objectives on this map because of both the defensive variety it offers, but also offensive variety. Like the ways you can come at this objective, the way you can cap it just over the debris. Like, oh, you've seen some amazing caps in the past, like where teams have just totally snuck it from under another, or they managed to pick a cap just under a complete maelstrom of chaos and smoke.
Yeah, Globochem stacking 3 up here, up north again. A little bit of a different spread, though. This is something I really actually like seeing. They aren't running the same defense at any given point.
But they went for those early smokes as well. It could be again telegraphing their moves. And look at that again. Look at the adaptive stack from beginners. North side, 3 members stacked defending. Very little in the way of assets committed to the south there.
Pants was calling in that they're north, so they do know. Maybe they're assuming a crater spawn, which could be risky for this one guy they have in the middle. He tries to make a flanking approach, but they're matching beginners with the defense nicely right here.
Yeah, I gotta say it's really they've more even heavily stacked their northern defense compared to the way compared to the way they did in one of the other rounds, and it was effective. So, let's see how it goes.
I'd like to think that that we're at a level now where Globochem is actually trying to adapt to what beginners are doing. They're noticing that they tend to go north. They haven't done anything south this whole game, so kind of smart. Maybe they're kind of figuring beginners are feeling comfortable north.
Yeah, again, it's that Globochem methodology. They get inside the psychology of a team. They get how you think, and they'll counter it.
And here is 2 smokes being used across this little intersection.
Yep, here they go. Woods crossing, he makes it.
Kensai.
There goes Kensai.
Red Rover, send Peasley right over. He decides to opt out. He says, no dice, I don't want any of that bullet action.
Yeah. Again, like this isn't even near we're not even near the objective yet.
Yo, one in the north, ruins north.
Yeah, beginners being
Oh.
cautious. They don't want to lose one early. They're using their smokes to make sure they can get close to the objective with all 5 instead of close with 2.
Yeah. I guess the beginners are committing huge resources, like in terms of grenades,
Yeah.
you know, utility items to get close.
They want this north
to this
side.
north side.
Was that a smoke from Kensai onto Pants?
I'm not sure, but I did hear LMG fire coming from the back line of beginners, and I saw that Ravnik on the roof took a wound.
Okay, so they know that Woods is over there. Pants can't do anything. Thunder doesn't have an angle. He just hears it.
Thunder's backing up Pants now. He's called out. There's 2 guys in that alleyway. He's saying, be careful. Flashbang coming out. Here comes the rush.
Pants moving now. Just dodging Woods. Snags
Pants is
one.
all over it. Oh my god, what a play from Pants.
Here comes Killinger up to the roof. If they can get the roof, they're in a good spot to defend from the counter push that's going to come up from the red building.
Watch your right side, one looking round, one looking round.
I'm just like 2 actual members of their team in position now to actually directly fight the enemy. This is not looking good for beginners.
Nice flash. I think that landed on Raph. Raph seemed... No, he just checked his pad, so I don't think he's blind.
Nah. But either way, he couldn't capitalize on with the limited ability to actually get onto the roof there. Too many guys in the north to actually go up against.
Killinger and Peasley have their work cut out for him.
There's one in the ruins, I think.
Oh my god.
Thunder with some excellent shots, tagging 2 there. Shutting down the north approach.
Wow. That was impressive. I gotta say, like, Globo's defenses are so on
they
point.
rotated very nicely.
Yeah. Again, it's that adaptive playstyle, getting inside the head of their opponents, figuring out how to make them tick, and they just turn it around. Now, again, I'm curious to see how they do on offense. I mean, especially with 2 very closely matched teams, it's the offense rounds that really, like, you know, show which team has the edge.
Yeah, they haven't had a very strong one yet, in my opinion. They've had beginners, I think, have been playing very well as well, so maybe that's kind of a testament to beginners more than Globochem's offensive abilities, but
yeah.
they haven't had a very strong offensive push where they've been in the advantage. Moyles is now going to have to try and make some magic happen.
Oh my god, Smoyles just Ramboing it up. Just rocking the LMG, charging straight at him.
The entire Globochem team shooting at him. I don't think he had much of a shot there, but...
God bless that guy. Yo, just give me the back up here right now.
What was that? Well, this is it. This comes the first map. 3-3. It'd be very exciting to see what Globochem pull out. I wonder if they're going to try anything new or unique to try and capture this objective. I imagine we're going to see some relatively slow, methodical playing from Globo again. I would love to see Jizzy doing something aggressive here. Maybe going back to the roots of aggression that he's familiar with. Because that almost paid off while when he was solo trying to win back that last round up north where he managed to snag 2. He is a very good, fast twitch shooter. If you put him in positions.
I mean, look at the scores, like 10 and 4 from Pants, and he is very distinguished compared to the rest of the team right now. And even looking at beginners, like they're not that close. Peasley and kind of Smalls rocking most of the kills.
It's like look at any it's like your quarterback. You know, you want to give your main guy the ball, put him in, get him out there, rely on him, kind of support him.
Your main man.
Yeah.
Give him the explosive laden football and send him straight at the enemy. But wow, just a really awesome game so far. This is going to be the clutch round. Globo on offense. Have they had enough rounds to get inside the head of beginners to take them down on an offense round?
I don't know. I don't know. It'll be they're taking their time. Kind of beginners actually are the ones. Smoils maybe. I wonder if they took a pause. I would love to see teams taking pauses, not for reasons that they're technical reasons, but just for strategical. You know, it's something you don't typically see very often. Like a pause right now could definitely be advantageous to beginners, and to kind of
just to catch their breath.
Just to go back onto that patch thing too, you're going to be able to see the objective before you get into the round. It's going to completely change how people are like that. Yeah, you're actually going to want to use your pauses to make a strategy for the next round. Like stuff like if you're having it should be. I'm really excited to see. They've done so many changes that you're like, oh, that's cool for like regular, but for what it does for the league is so drastic. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, like, and I just think that's going to add such a layer of strategy in terms of the fact that you can swap kit items, you can pick up kit items, you know, and you'll know what the objective is, so you can, again, build your kit into what you're playing, or what objective you're playing into, so it's going to be pretty awesome. And again, like you said, take a breather between rounds. Like, you can see, you get a whiteboard or a map board you can write on and talk to your team about.
I mean,
you know,
especially when you start spiraling downhill, you may think you're all on the same page going to that next round and not have a coherent defense ready. You know?
Yeah. Oh, shots coming out.
That is what Globochem loves to do, man. If they can get some early picks, they're all about it. And they're really good at it. They're good at like they know where Volk spawns, and they're good at getting into a position to immediately shoot at them.
I'm sorry to cut you off there. Beginners actually tagged a member of Globochem.
My goodness.
At the beginning of the round. Whoa. Rough start for Globochem on this one. They tried to make a pick and they got picked themselves.
Not working out for Toast. That's not what you
Hell no.
That'll factor into this offensive push here. That kind of demoralizes you a little bit on an emotional level.
Oh yeah. The picker becomes the picky. The tables have been turned.
Now I presume they're kind of maybe work a little bit slower because they need a pick if they want to have any chance of coming up on this objective.
Oh wait, actually, let me see.
I love this. I'm just looking at Globochem right now. They're almost huddled as a team, just talking about what they're gonna do.
They're a very communication oriented team. They talk a lot. They're not afraid to talk. They're not afraid of open comms. I hear Pants yelling out stuff all the time across walls. It's all about communication over knowing where an enemy is.
Yeah. And these guys, they are committed to that northern push, that northern attack. So if you're watching them right now, you'll see they even smoked to do a crossing at the north. And if beginners were defending the way Globochem would defend, that would be effective. But beginners are a totally different playstyle. So Globochem are playing into what they would do right now, but not what beginners would do. Beginners are sitting back like a solid distance away from them right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you look at this differing styles in defense. Exactly what you're saying. They have nobody north. Globochem stacks 3 there. These guys completely abandon it. They're giving up that rooftop. They're giving up that west push. They're saying, "Come get it, man. Try and come get this objective."
We are waiting.
Yeah.
Don't call us. We'll call you.
For real, and I think that's in my personal preference to a defensive strategy. Hold those angles that they have to cross to get to your objective. Don't risk peeking more than you have to.
Yeah, it's a conservative defense from beginners for this round, and rightly so. They got a pick. It's 3 for 3. This is the decider for the map. Like, I mean, this is exactly how you should play it. They couldn't be in a better position right now.
Yeah, they don't need. Yeah, you don't need another one. You're good. You can button down the hatches and hold the objective. That's your sole focus.
Yeah, and look at all the again utility that Globochem are having to commit just to clear their way towards the objective.
Yeah, the entire time they've been smoking and grenading, no one's been here, but they're doing it just to be safe.
I wonder if they misread the objective, like, and they thought it was maybe a middle of the road objective or something.
Could happen. Pressure might get to them. You see something you think you're familiar with and underestimate where it actually is. Yeah, very much so. I know that. I think that happened in one of my earlier scrims. Kind of lose focus.
But I mean, that's one of the big things I find. It's like knowing where the objective is at the start of the game, especially on quarantine, which has so many different objectives. So that map in the lobby is going to make such a big
That's
difference.
very
in the next
true.
patch.
Because even when you spawn in now, you are doing a little guesswork. Some spawn points can be behind each other to some extent. You know, you might not be sure if it's this location or that until you start to move a little. So, yeah, you're right. It'll really affect, right off the bat, decision-making from...
Coming into the 2-minute mark now. Here we go, folks. We're going to start seeing some actual action.
Been all about positioning and slow-paced movement from Globochem, making sure they're in the right spot.
Yeah.
And they're getting there. I don't know if it's fast enough.
Beginners are not moving a muscle. They all have their dedicated spots. They know how they're going to sit on this one, and they're going to wait. I'm going to go. I'll take a spin over to the guys at the plane nose now and see what I can find. Imagine if I'm going to push.
Yeah, they're going to want to smoke and storm up. There's Pants over on the nose. That's where he likes to be.
Oh, yeah. Will Killinger be able to resist the crossing here?
Thunder could get a shot in the back here if he's looking towards objective. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
An airburst grenade grabbing these Pants and Raft combo. That's going to throw a wrench in your plan.
Oh my god. Such a solid defense. There was not a single opening at all for Global.
There was
every single angle they came in was shut off.
There was nothing available to them there. Rough stuff.
Wow.
Excellent defense. Excellent defense from beginners though.
Yeah, rip Globochem that offense. So they just couldn't find the opening they needed. And you know what? Interesting enough, again, it's that high skill level. Every team on defense wasn't giving up a round.
Yeah, I think we're going to do a remake. I don't see anybody picking any up here.
So, what next map? What is your money on?
Who would have picked that one?
Jungle. I doubt it. What is that? Really? Nah, no way. Nah. Yeah, it's definitely not jungle. It's obviously gonna be another map. There's no way.
I need to calm down for a second.
Are we rehosting?
I'd say they're probably
or
just
what?
figuring it out. I think it's probably gonna be a rehost.
Yeah, we're just staying passive, but we're just deciding the map.
That was a worthy fight.
3-minute break. Yeah, that was fucking intense. It's kind of reminding me of the boss fight semi-final last time, just next level intense. Onward.
Had some bad spawns on that.
Wait, so we are remaking the lobby? We're not playing jungle, right?
Yeah.
We're not playing jungle,
Yeah,
right?
we're
Is a bit of a tough one, just because there's so many objectives and spawns, isn't there?
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a remake then.
We're rehosting, but I guess Killinger is Killinger hosting. I assume so.
All right. I will pop out of the lobby then, bring up our scorecard, update that, keep you all informed. Yeah. Well, an excellent first round out of Globochem and boss fight. Very exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to see what we have coming up for us in this next round. Gosh dang it, why do I keep saying boss fight? It's because I'm casting with you, Viper. You're throwing me for a loop, man.
Yeah, don't blame me for this. Even I know it's beginners playing.
No, it's your fault. All your fault.
But yeah, some set of rounds like.
Excited. I think we're probably gonna see a Bazaar, maybe a Downfall. I would be a little surprised to see one of them pick into down. I feel like Downfall, both teams can be pretty good at. You know, beginners definitely have strong defenses on Downfall. Wouldn't exactly be easy approach for Globochem, but we'll see. I wasn't expecting. Oh, this is 4-3, not 4-0. Gee, a bit closer than that. I suppose we will take a brief pause then, and
yeah, let's regroup.
Yeah, we will be back with you shortly for the next round. No idea what map it's on. Everyone stay hyped. Don't go anywhere.
What is it? Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Sweet. Suburbia just has so much action in it. Yeah. And the action really kicks off in the last minute or two. They do some crazy rushes, but you know, sometimes it works. You can really throw off, you know, throw somebody off at that. Yeah. You gotta do these things. Like you gotta, you know, the battlefield will always do stuff like that. Like the battle will just force things to go unexpectedly. Yeah.
Oh.
Like, and there's things that can be shot through, that like you wouldn't expect, and then things you would expect to be able to be shot through that you can't shoot through. It just makes no sense.
That's kind of funny. I just realized I was muted, so you've been talking to nobody this whole time. Sound like a crazy person.
Well, still a better love story than Twilight.
Viper sound. That's gonna be hilarious. I wish I could. Viper is gonna sound crazy. That's funny. You're literally talking to you're getting fielded questions and talking to nobody. You're psycho, man. Relax, huh? Jeez.
The voices in my head told me to do it.
I think we're just about ready. I'll radio into the squads and tell them we're ready to rock.
Alrighty, I'm almost in.
Oh, you're not in yet?
Yeah, I was just putting the little clip montage together.
Perfect.
Almost done. Let's see, so it looks like we have beginners on defense.
We're good in about 30 seconds.
Alright.
Cool.
Party
Cheers.
down, Garth.
Okay, sounds cool.
Party on, Garth.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, party down. That's the best.
I was talking to 2 different people at one time, okay? It looks like...
How do you do it?
looks like our...
How do you do this kind of multitasking?
I'm crazy, that's how. Looks like we're gonna get that garage spawn. Kind of a... I don't know. It's probably one of the easier ones to defend on Suburbia. In my opinion. Do you not think so?
Yeah, no, it would be. I mean, I saw a boss fight get capped on it yesterday, so now that you can cap it from the back as well, that's the way everyone likes to do it. They like cap it from the back. But yeah, once you can cap it from the back, it kind of changes things up a little bit. Like it makes it less
I've also
defensive.
I've also been informed that you keep calling Raphael Raffneck. You're getting them mixed
No, I
up.
don't. Nope, no proof of that. No one knows that. There's absolutely zero evidence that I've ever done such a thing, and I dare you to prove me otherwise.
Okay. Well, I hate to break it to you, it's all on VOD, so.
They could get deleted. I don't think it could happen to those. Let's not get carried away with ourselves.
Viper
Nightfiree.
is the Twitch FBI. He will come in and clean out your
The Twitch Federal Booby Inspector.
And here we are, into the garage spawn. Curious to see how beginners stack up against Globochem on this map. This should be exciting stuff.
In frickin' deed.
I'm
excited.
I hope that I mean Jizzy can play this map. Pants can play this map very fast if he wants to. He can. But dude, this is just so uncharacteristic. Maybe this is the new reformed Pants. He's saying everybody be patient. Just hold your ground.
Is it gonna be enough though?
Well, we'll see. So far, beginners taking one map. And their defensive style is not, they're not looking for any picks. They got a bunch of guys prone. They locked up that middle house. They're completely giving up east. Woods and Killers are susceptible to a well-placed nade. You cook one and toss it up at that window, I think it would tag both of them.
I think, yeah. Like, I mean, again, like, a good nade in that window is, yeah, 100% going to take him out.
I think Beasley is watching that angle, though, so to get up there to throw that nade would be rather hard.
Get a buff of that nade.
So it's just kind of
I'll
chilling.
be within 2 seconds. I've almost finished just compiling the clips from the last round, which we got.
Oh, I didn't even know you were in here. You're not in.
Nah.
Everyone just playing real conservative. They're really like, this is what I would consider slow playing Suburbia. Like, you wait in the back like good 2 minutes before you do anything, and then you don't make a move until 2:30. Smokes start coming out. You start pushing up, looking for a grab or two up in the middle building. You might be here watching these folks sniff some roses into these shrubs for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna call this slow burbia. This is not the Suburbia we've been raised to expect.
Raphael has a clear approach here, and I love this. We didn't see any of this from Raph. Wonder if it was an intentional, but he is a fantastic shield wielder. Maybe they didn't find it necessary to have one on quarantine, but he's running it now, and he's a force to be reckoned with that shield. He's very good at staying behind it.
Really?
Yeah.
Would he be like weather balloon levels of good, or like just good?
Yeah. I mean, he'll snapshot you too with the pistol. Drop down that shield, hit you with it real quick, pop back up before you can hit him. He's good.
Yes.
He's practiced with it.
I'm very familiar with that technique. I go on the shooting range with weather balloon. He takes a shield, I take a sniper rifle. He'll beat me about 5 times out of 10. Well, maybe. Well, I'll be honest, 7 times out of 10.
Yeah.
With a shield and a pistol, compared to me with a sniper rifle. Unbelievable.
So he has this clear line of sight into the objective. He's looking through his shield. Not seeing anything though, because they've stacked. I like this defense. They stacked the middle house, and you have guys looking out these windows, and you basically can pinch an attempted push. And now they're moving.
Pinch and attempt.
2:30. They're gonna need to take middle house, and Raph's gonna cross over here and get himself up against this barbed wire and start making his moves.
He might get himself caught. Nah, it's not a thing. Could be someday though.
Yeah, with that shield, they have no one's second story to even get the angle to hit him in the head. He could get shot from middle building. He does make this maneuver, but here they come. They're trying to go up the middle building. Pants thinking about it. Here comes a
Pressure
nade.
is on. I'm watching that stairs.
Just get a pad out. Nope.
Come on, get here.
Pants moving so fast back and forth. Tags one across the way. Still 3 up in this middle building. They're looking over towards Pants. Toast in the smoke. Killinger might spot him here. Pants trying to do something in that building. I don't think Killinger sees Toast.
At the stairs gets
Otto's the next one up to go into the middle building. They need to go now. Toast needs to move. I don't know what he's doing sitting here. Otto grabs one. Kensai's not looking.
Oh.
Rotates around and snags him. Thunder now coming up. Almost sending one at a time into that building. Toast is still susceptible to getting killed. Oh, he's looking.
Yeah.
He's looking up into that window as soon as he sees a head.
Have none of them got frag grenades right now?
Oh, misses the shots. They know Toast is there. He's falling back. Shot in the back.
Oh.
Spoils.
Razor coming out. Thunder goes down.
You threw that flashbang. It totally shut down that approach.
Was that a self flash?
It might have been, because those guys were cruising, and then all of a sudden they were blinded. That would have been, yeah. They had to move a little earlier. Really? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'd like. We'll see. We'll see how it pays off for Global, but I'd like to see him be a little bit faster.
Yeah, the pace, picking up the pace would be fabulous, because I think, you know, we're gonna fall asleep if this keeps up.
Well, not for those last few minutes of the round, but the first few.
No.
These first few minutes.
But you know what? Why don't we just set a timer? We'll go off. We'll come back in about 4 minutes. Boom.
I'll go have a little snack.
We'll put on some reruns of Rick and Morty and just come back in about 4 minutes. No problem.
Now I did see Globochem practicing against boss fight on this objective, and I think they lost it. With boss fight had an aggressive push. They basically, what you can do is if you push up this west side, is you can dump smokes and completely block off any defense that's like east of like this tree right here.
Wow. So that would be super effective.
Yeah, they just need to push up over to this west side and get their smokes out, but they're taking their sweet time.
Sweet time. Drop that controller.
Yeah, be about another minute 30 before we see any more movement, more action.
I'd say, you know, we could come back to this in about 2 minutes. What do you reckon? We go off and maybe, I don't know, shoot a few rounds of Onward or something? Probably get a couple of rounds in. Hit the shooting range. Maybe play some Operation. See who's first to kill 50 bots.
On the smallest map, too. You're going to get some of the slowest plays.
I mean, that's the thing. It's atypical. You know, you're not expecting it, so it makes you antsy. If you're on defense and the other team is like, you know, hey, they should have been here 30 minutes ago. They're standing us up. You know, you're kind of gonna get a bit twitchy. And when you twitch, you make mistakes.
That's what these guys are literally just they're waiting for mistakes. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
You're just waiting for an accidental aggressive push. And it's not gonna happen from, like, I get why they would do it against Globo. They're normally kind of a team that flanks you, that comes out around from behind you.
But to be fair to Globo, they don't always flank you off the bat. Globo will wait until you've lost a player or two. Just like beginners, I've seen Woods do it on their side. They wait until you've lost a player or two, then they move it in. Then they'll move in on you.
Yeah, that is very true. I like this defensive layout too. They don't really put anybody out at risk on that east side. They're all kind of tucked back on this back alley. They're moon shaped. They're moon shaped around the objective. They're not spread too far past it. Nice little deep spread.
Oh yeah. I got it again. I'm looking forward to the breach. Beginners on Suburbia are really cool and coordinated. Like, you'll just see a rain of smokes flying over a house, a couple of flashbangs, frags, and look, while you're still processing that information, one of them has come around the corner and shot you.
Yeah, and to kind of Smoils might have the opportunity to come around a corner. He keeps pushing this east side. These nades have been so on point too. The flashbangs and frags, they're pretty susceptible up in that far north area to a flashbang or frag.
Yeah. Yo, flash and smash, as I like to call it. They don't let me on daytime TV
I
anymore.
understand why. If they have, I feel like Raphael's spot's pretty textbook. I'd assume that beginners are going to be looking here for Raph. I think Otto's spot's even pretty textbook too.
Yeah. Textbook but effective, and that's why it's still used. Again, out comes that noise suppressing fire. Small's just blanketing areas where people tend to congregate and you know, camp. And he's just blanketing, he's just pre-firing. And that is a good strategy.
Yeah, this is what you see out of like really high level teams on this map, a lot of pre-firing. I'd love to see it even more where you have you know like a guy is in a certain spot and I can pre-fire at this angle to hit that spot.
Yeah.
I think that'll eventually evolve to that level. A nice airburst nade.
Here they come.
Grabbing Raph. Now they're moving.
We're at 2 minutes now.
Yeah, now they're moving.
And like pre-firing the truck. Frag's coming out. Was that frag effect? Yes. Raffaello's still up, but that frag was
No, they downed
awesome.
Raph. They airbursted Raph. He's resable.
Oh wow.
Pants is going for the res. Pants might be able to catch this beginner squad off guard.
Did Otto also get? No, he didn't. Otto's still good.
Still a 5v5 here.
1 minute 30 left on the clock.
Frag out. Snags Ken's side.
Looks like Kenzai just got
Yeah,
the knife.
Peasley will be able to res him.
But with 1 minute 70 on the clock, you don't really waste time.
Yeah, you're right. They gotta go. Peasley has to res him now.
Coming out. The counter fragging seems very effective. Like Globo just like fragging likely spots for attackers to be in. Kenzai gets rezzed.
Pants calling out they're limited on time. Yeah, they have to move, man. I expect it'll happen pretty much now.
It has to. They are taking way too much time on this one.
Pants sees him crossing.
Killinger pushing in the middle of the street. Gets tagged by Otto, but not before killing
Oof. Pants grabbing one on the Humvee too. Raph got tagged as well over by this objective.
25 seconds.
Trade happening east. It's all up to the one member left. No, sorry, there's two still east.
Peasley moving in on Otto. He tags Otto.
Pants is still up on objective.
He doesn't get pants though. And that's it.
Here we are, tied up. Globochem with a nice defensive spread there.
Again, is this going to be another defense for defense round? Or map?
It could be. Was there no Marsoc? There wasn't any Marsoc victories on quarantine, huh?
Yeah, I didn't see any either. Ain't no party like a Marsoc party.
Yeah, I don't know. I anticipate at least one or two Marsoc victories here. This objective can be kind of a hairy one. If you lose the east side here, you can get behind that tank and cap on the other side of the tank.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, that tank again is a tricky one, and it can be capped effectively. It's fun to watch as well.
You're definitely gonna want to keep some guys up in this two-story. Definitely some dudes in the garden area, and put some guys in middle house. Pretty standard defense there. And something a little different though.
Oh wow, this is aggressive card from Globo. They're straight up in there. Toast really pushed up.
Yeah, beginners crashing into this middle house. All four guys.
We'll call this the beginner's middle house party.
I like this defensive strategy because they're watching that long lane where Toast can come up and get some nades off, so he's preventing that. They have Smoils in the meantime. Everyone else looking the other direction. It's a good tactical spread here. They're watching they're holding very tight angles. You're gonna have to cross their angles to get to that objective.
Yeah, and you know what they say, never cross the angles.
Yeah, you never want to cross them.
That's when, yeah.
Yikes.
Wow.
We don't talk about it around here, but
Yeah, we can't bring it up here. Ask us off stream.
Yeah.
Send all your queries to Nightfire at nightfire.com.
terms of service sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think, you know what, we can kick back for another 2 minutes. I think we'll just gonna kick back for 2 minutes. We'll be right back. I mean, the downtime's fantastic for me because it gives me plenty of time then to
Do some clips.
basically sort of clips.
Yeah, we're not going to see any picks or anything on this backside. You guys are going to have to push up past middle house for anything to happen.
Yeah.
That's a smart defensive. I like that a lot, actually, because there's no way you're getting that. Like, even if you have the east side, it's whatever. Still hard for you to get over there and get the
Yeah,
objective.
super hard. Interesting. So, like, I mean, and with this objective, you just have to concentrate so much on that middle mansion or middle area because once you lose that side of the street, you can get
Chance
capped
is
on.
going for a nade here. Nope. Calls it off.
He changed his mind, but he may pull a pants again.
There's the nade. Pulls it out. Priming it.
Here it comes.
Nicely thrown. Doesn't nab anyone. Wow, beginner's very
I'm a bit
tight
confused as to
D.
what happened.
3 went down very quick.
Yeah. I'm a bit confused as to how that went down.
Watching on boys and Kent, I watch the stairs.
Toast can flank
Not
Smoils, but it's going to be tough for him to do anything after that.
Is Toast going to get the drop on Smoils? Smoils has some bulletproof chairs to his back, though.
Yeah, that's a really nice spot. That's why he's there. Oh, he hears that. He sees.
Kevlar chairs for the win, baby.
Smoils needs to stand up and crash this corner, but he doesn't.
Oh, shot through the window by Smoils.
Now we pop over to Raph, the last remaining member. In the best position, to be honest with you. I don't think
He's not getting to that tank without getting tagged.
yeah.
Although it's a bit of a blind spot. Maybe.
I don't know. If he prones, he has to stay prone.
Yeah.
I think Killinger will see him.
There's no distractions. There's nothing to distract
Yeah,
the
Killinger
distract
should
his opponents.
tag him right here.
There it is. So it's just, I think it was a noble effort, but there just wasn't the.
Yeah, if he had, dude, if he had done that when they were crashing middle, might have gone unnoticed. When Pants threw that nade up there, if they had another moving in the east at that exact moment, got a shot there.
Yeah, maybe. Definitely maybe.
But nice attempt. Beginners with a really good defense. That's a very tight defense. You know that after these rounds, they're gonna have to make new defenses too, because people they're gonna practice this stuff. They're gonna work on ways around certain strategies.
But that's the nature of meta, isn't it? Things are constantly in motion, and it's exciting and it's interesting.
Right. Someone's always trying to think of something new, some new strategy that'll change up the game. Oh, the championships are going to be exciting. This is incredibly exciting. These rounds have been excellent so far. Beginners and Globochem keeping it very tight.
Yeah. And you know what? I think the championships are going to reward the team that puts the effort into, practice and preparation, because with weeks between the stages, it's going to be intense.
And I don't think it'll be too big of a deal, but a couple of these dudes play with the Vive. Well, they are going to really have to buckle down and practice a lot to make sure that they're real comfortable with the Oculus Touch, because that's what they're going to have to use for the tournament.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, I'm getting some sweet clips for this compilation for our little post-game later.
Excellent.
Well, I mean, I say sweet clips, but, let's be real about it. There hasn't been a whole lot of action in the last game or two, so,
Yeah, just been some slow-paced pushing here. I think the pressure is definitely getting felt by a couple of these squads.
Yeah, I do agree.
I think the pressure is kicking in. Especially considering that, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I think Danglers are not going to be able to
put up much of a show with having that many men down. Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems likely all right.
Well, it's going to come down to these games. Globochem versus Beginners, the Legionnaire games.
Yeah. And again, I think this is a hard-fought match. The winner of this deserves to go through. Both these teams are playing just so incredible.
Yeah, very tight, very organized. Pressure definitely on, man. Both these teams taking their time to ready up, discussing strategy. I almost want to listen in, but at the same time, I don't want to play anything.
Yeah, let's give him some. Let's give him a little bit of privacy.
I don't want to be giving away anything too discreet.
I won't lie, that middle mansion fracas, I don't really know what happened. It looked to me like one of the guys was throwing a grenade through the wall or something. I couldn't quite understand where he was throwing, but I think it was he throwing it up in the gap in the stairs or something?
Yes, he was. So what you can do there is, if you, I mean, that's a really tight nade, because you throw that up, you have to make sure it doesn't come back down on you, number one.
Yeah.
But yeah, you throw it up there, and that nade's capable of catching up to 3 guys, depending on how you're positioned here, inside this middle building.
Yeah.
So I don't know how he didn't grab anybody. I think maybe he threw it too deep into the corner. And so you had some guys over in this room pretty safe.
Right.
From that nade, and then once they saw that, they came out ready for that push for him to come up the stairs.
Yeah. So we are currently score 2-1 in favor of beginners. Globochem moving into their defensive round now. Will they hold down the fort?
Kind of interesting to look at the scores here. A lot more kills coming through for beginners.
Yeah. Beginners are really, again, it's that just showing their patience is paying off and being rewarded.
Yeah. We have a middle house defense. This could be very, very hot. This is the one that does have potential for some quick action, depending on how these teams play it. I presume they're going to take their time trying to get up here, but
Yeah.
this is one of the faster objectives. Get on this map.
You don't want to be too fast because that would break the meta.
Keep everything.
All right. Middle match objective. Interesting enough, right? And this is, I would criticize Globochem's spread right now because I've seen beginners play this objective, and what they do is they'll get up into the back, right, at about maybe 2 minutes, and a wave of smokes will come over that middle mansion and surround it, right? So your 2 guys across the street are completely cut off.
Right.
And beginners will storm and just frag, flash, and storm the crap out of that mansion. They'll be upstairs capping before you even realize what's happening.
If you go back and watch the SMC push on this, they also threw about 5 smokes over the house as they were running straight at the objective.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what they were trying to do, smoke out that whole street so you cut off 2, maybe 3 guys defending.
And that sounds like an effective strategy.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, no,
That is what
no
they
one
should be
pushed,
doing.
I don't really know what's I mean, yeah, beginners really slow playing this one. Kensai's, I mean, I don't know. Rotating real safely back around.
Yeah, they just got. I'm just watching the defenders right now because really, nothing's gonna happen until the defenders get challenged, and that's gonna be in about 2 minutes. But you know what I liked about SMC's move is that, again, SMC. It's like they're in their terms of their strategy. They're not predictable. They're like. What I'm watching here is, right, if, for example, beginners have played it slow every single round, right? Let's say we rock into maybe round 5, and all of a sudden beginners rush. That would completely throw Globochem. Oh, wow. And it looks like Peasy just took out one of the members of the defenders.
Yeah, they're getting... Globochem getting antsy. Causing a pick there. That's what you want, man. That's exactly what you need. Especially one picked inside the house. Now again, if you do that smoke strategy, you're only fighting 2 guys.
Yeah, that's one less dude to deal with. Their team can now be divided in half.
Goes that.
And in comes the noise.
Yeah, man. You're on point with that. The beginners definitely love using that noise suppression with that LMG.
Damn it, Viper's calling all our strategies! I love it. I think it's brilliant. That is what the LMG exists
Right.
for, and they're using it correctly. They're playing to the game's strength.
some more suppressive fire from Peasley there. Otto's feeling the pressure and kind of backing up a little bit inside this middle house.
So first wave of smokes coming out from beginners at 257. Looks like we're gonna get some action. Otto versus
Killinger snagging that kill. Kensai knows he's in this middle building. Or sorry, Woods knows he's in the middle building. I don't think they have any idea he's outside though. Smoyle's watching for that potential flank there. They haven't done any over-the-house smokes yet, though. They haven't cut off that other defensive side.
No. Looks like they did some early reconnaissance into the house. They traded a player for it, but they have a good sense of where everything is now. I
Right.
think.
Smoyle's kind of drawing some attention over to that far west side. Putting some rounds out, using that noise suppression.
You got 2 minutes.
2 minutes now. Time for attack number 2.
Yeah, you scored. We've got a minute 50 left.
Otto's just chilling out downstairs. It's like, come at me, bro. Come at me. I'll deal with this. I'll take it.
Raphael holstering the up. Beasley's gonna have to do something over here on this E. Maybe distract these guys across the street.
Yeah, that's the question. Is there going to be some sort of big smoke screen, distraction attack or what?
Man, these guys need to move. They're playing it slow. They're playing it down to the wire. They know their time. They're well aware.
This is all part of the plan.
Yeah, they're well aware of how much time they have left.
Where's Smiles usually goes?
I think they want to use it to maybe cause some panic. Kind of the typical strategy. Smoyles might be able to get... No, Otto's tucked into a corner pretty nicely. That's a good little spot there. Can't be seen.
Smoyles, you see, the thing about the strategy is Smoyles is in position to pick people off. Here comes the noise. Smoyles will pick people off when they try and rotate into the house.
A smoke out on Otto.
Oh, Otto rushing.
Grabs...
Tags another tag.
Yeah, really nice. Now Smoyles is in trouble. Flash on him. Doesn't land.
Easily gets tagged in the meantime.
Yikes. It all's
It's just Smoyles now.
all up to Smoyles. A very nice defense coming out of Globochem. Very tight on the objective. Not enough frags on there.
Oh, team kill.
Oh, Smoyles grabbed one.
Smoyles bringing it back. 23 seconds left on the clock.
He's in the objective room. He can cap right now if they don't get there.
He's on it. Oh my God. He's actually he's getting rushed. Toast is
He's trying to cap around the corner. Toast is sprinting in. Wow!
Wow.
Fuck yes!
Oh,
The
wow.
pre-fire around the corner to save the day. He had to do. You have to pre-fire that dude if he's not.
Yeah.
Oh.
No pre-fire, no party.
That was the play. I thought there was
Holy
no
heck.
shot, man. I thought they were done. I was wrapping up that round to Globochem, but
But to be fair to Globo, they were so aware of what was going on. They knew as soon as they knew when someone went down, they knew when they were exposed, they collapsed immediately.
yeah. No, that's a really good point, man. They were not. They had no time getting up into that house. They were in there in a heartbeat to sprint up after him. And if they were a second, 2 seconds later, they're not getting that.
Yeah. 100%. Like, wow.
4 minutes of planning for 2 minutes of intense action. I suppose I can.
Worth it.
Yeah. Suppose I can accept that.
You know what? I think we can both accept it.
They're gonna smoke the playground, grenade everything, and wait. That's the game plan coming in from Pants.
Yeah. Pulling in the 1 or 2 clips I managed to actually get from that round.
3 very nicely placed smokes, completely blocking off Killinger. He is not gonna see a thing there defending. That whole squad actually is completely smoked out. Those 4-man defense there, all they can do is shoot through the smoke blindly.
My FPS has gone to snot.
Yeah, that's what happens when you use 4 smokes in one area.
It's not even that. I think it's because I'm all tabbing out so much, but
Wow, that airburst nade tagging 2 in the back. Kensai has to get back and res them. They're pushing now hard. Raphael with the shield. More.
oh my god, Killder, all of the frags are just unreal.
They're on top of the objective. Otto's trying to cap. He's picked from behind.
Raphael moving in on the objective.
He's inside his.
Going, he's oh my god. They were capping and oh no.
Toast with the flank along that west side. Raphael screaming out no.
Raphael was like, why? How could you do this to me? We had something special.
The radius of the grenades is so surprisingly large when you blow it up in the air. I don't know if that's intentional or what, man, but these guys are getting caught by some really key grenades that are blowing up right on their heads.
Well, the thing about that is that when a grenade detonates on the ground, there's so many objects in the way that could disrupt the direct line drawn from the grenade to the player that when you airburst, there's just less stuff to get in the way, and it's easier to use the mechanic effectively.
That airburst grenade absolutely winning them that round, and that's actually the first Marsoc victory, right? The first Marsoc victory we've had in this series.
Yeah, that's all throughout these maps. That is the first Marsoc one.
Well, that's what Globochem needed, man. They lost that first map, trying to come back and win the second one.
We're not rushing.
If they can split, obviously that's the best case scenario for them.
Yeah.
And it'll actually keep the rankings the closest, making the next rounds real clutch.
Yeah. But again, we can just chill for the next couple of minutes. Not much gonna be on there.
Maybe get a little try and get a pre-analysis of the strategy here. They're gonna really load up. Looks like they're really gonna load up this west side. Maybe have one come in back door. I haven't seen anybody flank over towards APC side. Maybe that's just because, actually Globochem won that last round by Toast flanking around west side. You wrapped around that APC and snagged too.
True, yeah. Yeah. Again, it's all about timing. If you can coordinate your attacks to land at the same time, coincide them, you'll gain maximum, effective confusion from the enemy. And that's what you want to achieve.
Right. That's the idea behind the whole LMG pre-firing too. Confusion.
Yeah. And the LMG also, it drowns out the sounds of other weapons firing, and it can confuse your enemy.
Especially if you have guys using silencers.
I love that. I love that. So I just saw, I think it was Woods moves up to the bush. He fires a few shots, moves back. Auto goes to check it out, and then Smoyle's already pre-firing the window in case he was going to look. So again, it's that trying to bait out the defenders into popping their heads out and getting shot.
Yeah, that's something I've seen a little. I've suspected seeing actual bait shots where you'll shoot some shots at nothing, just trying to get somebody to peek.
Yeah, exactly. So again, Woods moves into a position where he could be killed from by start shooting, draws attention, auto peek the window, Smalls will take him out. Maybe we are giving these guys too much credit. I know. But they put
I agree. Killings are crashing this middle house. Pretty much has bottom floor controlled. Wow, all three inside now. A well-placed nade from Otto could really throw this whole thing off, or Raph. Raph, here comes the nade.
Oh, frag grenade, but he's not going to find his target. Two smokes coming out now on the stairwell in the middle of Central Mansion.
3. Now they're getting dumped out. They're going to need to shut down Toast.
Oh, frag upstairs. Takes out one of the defenders. Dr. Cooney moves up. Gets tagged by Otto. Woods doing the follow-up move.
Kensai shooting out some suppressive fire. Woods in the corner. Otto doesn't know he's there. Oh, he does! Otto grabs 2!
God,
Meanwhile, Smoyles snags 1 by APC.
Wow, Otto is just such a player.
Ooh, Peasley trying to cap.
Oh, Peasy got dumpster trying to do the cap. And it's now down to Smoyles.
Really nice defense from coming out of Globochem. Some clutch shots from Otto, snagging the kills there.
Yeah. Really cool stuff. Again, is Small's gonna get shot from the upper window here? Thunder's looking, but doesn't have the angle. Oh, is Small gonna see Toast? He's gonna see him. No, he doesn't see him. He looks away at the wrong moment.
Yeah, Smoyles heard Otto talking and has now drawn his attention up to middle building.
But you know what? That saved his life. If he had shot Toast as he crossed, wouldn't have been good for Smalls. 2 minutes left on the clock. Smalls can take his time here a bit. He can reposition, try to do some funky stuff.
Wonder if he has any frags left. Or any smokes. I don't see any on his belt. I don't even know if he can see.
Not in this patch, but in the next one you will be able
true.
to.
Yeah, I don't know if, yeah, they have to hear Smoyles. Otto had to have heard him.
He's moving slow, but not slow enough to avoid being heard. Oh, he gets the kill! And he's moving.
That's what he wanted. Snagged one, got back into a position that's advantageous where he knows he's safe.
Yeah, this is the Rambo playstyle you gotta have in your solo. You gotta make picks, you gotta reposition like crazy. Did Otto hear him
Yeah,
reposition?
he did.
1 minute left on the clock. Does he have the time to do this wide reposition though? I don't
That's
know.
a little much. Maybe trying to.
He's got to do something.
Maybe throwing the scent off just by losing sound. You lose the sound of him.
Yeah. But he's a noisy boy with that big LMG.
Yeah.
Big, inaccurate LMG. 55 seconds. Here comes the Smoyles cavalry.
I like this approach though. He's going for a more objective-centric approach. He grabs Toast here. He has a chance. Toast should shoot him though.
Oh, he's not gonna see Toast. He's done. Oh, he got sandwiched between Toast and Otto there.
That will be it for Globochem, pulling up a nice 4-2 W.
What a great game. Great game from both.
No
teams.
kidding, an excellent set of games, excellent set of matches.
A proper set, old boy.
Globo's got to be feeling pretty good after snagging that last one though, because now I mean this is gonna mean these next rounds are gonna matter quite a lot. I believe that Legionnaires won 2. So I think what map? What's the next match up in the?
I think Beginners Dangler? No.
Yeah, Legionnaires and Beginners and Danglers versus Globochem. So if anything, we could kind of assume Danglers looking in a pretty good position to, or sorry, Globochem looking in a pretty good position to grab 2 there. It's gonna come down to how Legionnaires and Beginners face off.
I think Beginners, to be fair, have taken a lot of points out of both games. Like they put them in a good showing.
Well, Globochem won 2 against them. Yeah, dude, this is completely tied up. If Beginners win, we could be we'd have a tiebreaker.
I thought Beginners won the first map.
Yeah, they traded maps in Globochem versus.
Oh yeah, okay.
And in their first matches they both won 2. Beginners and Legionnaires both won both their matches.
Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah, wow, it's gonna come down to the next one.
Yeah,
isn't
so if Beginners can pull out a win against Legionnaires, then I think it'll. I don't know if it comes down to a tiebreak. I think we have it's a matter of. Well, it'll be those 2. It'll be Beginners and Globochem going to the finals if they can win.
I think it's gonna take a major upset to.
Yeah, you're right.
To change that up.
Legionnaires are gonna have to win. So that next matchup should be pretty exciting to watch. And I think that'll be here on Onward Master League 1. Check who is Masters.
I'll hop off shortly. I'm gonna finish applying my clips. I'll render it. I'll upload it and see if I can do any cool stuff to it to make it awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
See if I can put in some transitions.
I think Buxton and Scorpio will be over here casting that on Twitch 1. So don't miss that match. That'll be a pretty key one. And thanks for tuning in. That will be it for myself and Viper. And any final thoughts, sir?
Looking forward to the semis and the finals.
Yeah, no kidding. This has been any indicator. I expect some pretty high-level tactical strategical play coming out for those championship rounds.
It's gonna be incredible.
Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gents. We'll be signing off. And more to come in about, what is it, an hour? Or is it in 15 minutes? More to come in 15 minutes, right?
15 minutes.
Yeah. So don't go anywhere.
Alrighty. And I'll see you later maybe on the analyst desk.
Yeah. Sure.
Alrighty. Alright, Nighty. Alrighty, Nighty. Best of luck.